So you probably all know this feeling when you're listening to someone with a very strong foreign accent, that your brain sort of first needs to adapt to this new speaker. And then after a while, it also gets easier. However, even within our own accent, there's a lot of speaker variability. So different speakers pronounce the sounds, so the vowels and consonants, of their language very differently. And now imagine that from this very variable input, an infant needs to learn the sound categories of their native language. And they do this already within the first year of life. And how infants manage this difficult learning task and how this is implemented in the brain is my PhD topic. And what I propose is that infants are able to use voice information to adapt to the pronunciation of different speakers. In this open innovation project, what I would like to do is take this one step further and look at the developmental path from infancy into adulthood and see whether adults, as proficient speakers of their native language, also still use this voice information to adapt to new speakers in their own accent. However, given that we all understand each other perfectly well within our own accent, this adaptation will happen very fast and very effortlessly. So that means that the effect we're looking at will be very small. So that means that we would need a lot of data, which is just not feasible in a lab-based experiment. So instead, we propose a crowd science experiment in which we can collect data from a lot of participants. And we will gamify this because these sound experiments are really quite boring. But also because this would allow us to, in the future, also test school children with this design. And then we will add a data exploration phase in which participants can see whether their performance is typical for their region or accent. Next, we will need to record the stimuli. Then there's code already available for a very similar web-based experiment, which we will just need to gamify in collaboration with a programmer. This would be the first time that we can collect enough data to answer a very hotly debated topic in speech recognition, namely how we adapt to different speakers. So how do we deal with speaker variability? And we will do so in a design in which we both source knowledge from the crowd, but also exchange knowledge with the crowd in the data exploration phase. And our design can be easily adapted to address similar questions in a design in which attention is not a problem anymore. So if there's anyone who has already gamified an experiment before, please find me after the ceremony.
Thank you very much.